Nigel, well done. Record-breaking Mansfield Town this afternoon. That must be a very satisfying feeling.
It is. I'm not sure how long the record stood, but I said to the players before, you don't get many opportunities to break records at clubs because usually they've been in place for many years, as I'm sure this one has. But to win 8 games, spin at any level at any time is quite remarkable.
I believe it was 1991-92.
Was it? So we're talking sort of 30 years. But and also from the place where we've come from as well, where we didn't win for a long time. And now to win 14 out of 16 straight wins. We can't believe we haven't had draws. We're delighted, but you know, for sort of in the last 16 games, no draws. I think it's very unusual in football.
You've had everything thrown at you. You've had fog, you've had rain, and today one of the strongest wins I think I've seen for a long time.
I defy any team today to try and play football and fluent football. That's why it was all about the other side of the game, playing when we could, and I thought we did play some good stuff when we got an opportunity, but the conditions made it almost impossible today.
Let's talk about the 2 goals. Critical time to score it, although a little bit of an element of luck from Jordan Bowery.
Yeah, obviously they were adamant it was handball or not, but when you look back at the previous 25 odd games this season, we're due some. So we did catch his hand. That's our good fortune, but no doubt about the second one.
Yeah, and of course that second one from Ollie Clark, an absolute rasper, back in your side today as well. Critical goal from a critical player. Definitely.
We miss him when he's not there, and it was his sort of game today. I thought he won a lot of challenges aerially today, and was very good. And his left foot pops up on the edge of the box and buries it. He's a good striker with both feet. We do shooting and finishing and training. He's always good quality.
We saw James Perch get a little bit of a run today. First and foremost, I know it was more of a tactical thing than a sentimental decision, but in terms of the reaction he got, it was absolutely brilliant. Tears in some people's eyes.
Yeah, when you think a player is going to be out for the season, never mind maybe finished, and then all of a sudden he's back in the fray in a team that's doing so well. Just capped off a wonderful day, but it was certainly a lovely part of the day. The 3 points is the most important by far, and the clean sheet, but I think to get him back on the pitch could be very important for the next 20 games.
A little bit of housekeeping before we move on and look at Harrogate on Tuesday night. Harry Charlesley went out to Port Vale on Friday, a busy day transfer wise. What was the decision making behind that?
Very, very difficult one. He came to see me a couple of weeks ago and we had a chat, and he only started I think 10 league games this season. He wouldn't have started today, so it's sort of 10 out of 26, and one that we didn't really want to let go, but he said, listen, I'm up in the summer, if I've got a chance of, he said about going out on loan, and then this sort of offer came in from Port Vale on a permanent, and we deliberated and thought it was a good offer, but it was mainly for him. We brought Kieran Wallace in, we've got 17, 18 good players, and he's such a genuine, honest lad. It was as much for him in and out. It wasn't financial or anything. He just has to go, and you can say no and keep him around just for selfish reasons and the odd sort of half an hour he might get, but because he's such a genuine lad, we had to be fair to him.
Yeah, of course. And then elsewhere, Kieran Wallace coming in as well. I know you've spoken a lot about him, but what about elsewhere, because the window closes on Monday night? Any likely movement in or out?
Yeah, we've still got maybe one in, one out. We'll see how it goes. We're under no pressure to get anybody out now. Still not quite sure what Richard Narty's situation is as regards Burnley. Another major plus there, Ollie Hawkins didn't get booked, so he's available for Tuesday, and then Faz Rawson will be back after that game. So we're okay in terms of numbers, as long as we can keep them fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just finally from me, Harrogate on Tuesday night, what will we be expecting from them?
Well, they've just been beaten today. We've had a very, very tough time up there and here against them. So despite our run at the moment, we're under no illusions of how hard it will be. But we'll go there full of confidence, as you would expect. We'll do our best to try and keep the run going.
And finally, your final thoughts on today. Mansfield Town becoming record breakers, putting yourselves in the history books. More to come?
Yeah, we hope so. I'd try and extend that record if we can on Tuesday. But it's not really about records. It's lovely when you get, when you do break them. But it's about 3 points on Tuesday night, nothing else.